Well, this is the third time I've started this video. The first time a helicopter flew over, and the second time my pipe went out and I got more religious than I'd intended to. I'll tone that back for the first few videos and I'll lay it on thick. Did I just wink? Anyway, just got back from church. It was a really good sermon, and talked about getting involved with the youth group there pretty soon, which I think is really going to be neat. Maybe starting an affinity group for the high school guys there, I think, based on bushcraft skills and outdoor stuff, kind of camping. There's just amazing, amazing, amazing trails out here in the Oakland Hills, redwoods, deep, deep redwoods. It looks like Return of the Jedi. And they still haven't invented those speeder bikes, but I'm waiting. We do see people on Segways, but it's not the same. Which is funny, because I drove up there with a friend of mine who grew up here, and we said, can you imagine if 20 years ago we'd seen somebody, like a collection of people riding Segways through the redwoods? We would have lost our minds. But now I look at it and I kind of think, I think it's the helmets. It's definitely the helmets. Yeah, helmets bother me when I see people riding canoes with helmets and kayaks with helmets, and it's become a very fear-based culture, I think. It's okay to bump your knee and bump your head. Although my friend's father was killed with a helmet on, but I do recognize that they are lifesavers. They still bug me. But they don't bug me as much as those floppy hats. Those floppy canvas hats, I think they might even twist up and fit in a pocket with the big floppy flops. No. Lewis and Clark would never wear those. Harrison Ford would never wear those. I'm sure Northwest Pipe Smoker, please tell me you'd never wear those. What a tangent. Anyway, it's a good day. I wanted to show you something that I recently got. I decided I needed a pocket watch. So I got this. I don't know how people talk with a pipe in their mouth. I cannot do it. I can. Never say the word pipe with a lit pipe in your mouth, because it shoots a volcano of hot coals out on your hand and your clothes. Don't say popcorn. Don't say porcupine. Any words like that. This is my new pocket watch. It's from 1888. It's an Elgin. I think it's supposed to have a spring in it, but the spring is missing. I'm going to see if I can have that replaced. But it's a really beautiful, let's see if I can tilt it down so you can see, face. Doesn't seem to be working right now. I'm going to have to wind it up. Yeah, it's certainly not, I must have just, oh no, it is working. It is working. Okay, you can see the second hand. Slowly ticking its way up, or down in this case. And I got this chain. This didn't come with it. I think the chain is probably from the 20s or 30s. It's kind of an Art Deco link. And then I had this. It's a silver case. I don't know if it's okay to put a silver case with a gold chain, but it's an old Vestas case, 1914 to 1919. I think it says. I'm reading it backwards on the iPad screen here. But a friend of mine told me when you have it, he's an horologist. Is that the right word? Fixes clocks and watches and so on. He said push the button in so that when you snap it, it doesn't wear the clip around. That's about all I know about this. I was brave enough to wind it without damaging it and figure out how to set it with a little lever. It's a cool little thing. To wind it, you don't pull this out. There's a little, I don't know if you can see this little lever here, and it pulls, whoops, I'm a nail biter so I don't have any nails, but it pulls out like that. Can you see that? And then you can wind the or turn the clock. Kind of cool. So I'm interested in finding. I don't know. I just put it in some pine sap. That's good. Anyway, so then there's this little Vestas case. It's World War I era, and I have to take the matches that I have and cut them down because they're really tiny. I guess Vestas must have been smaller. Oh, there's another one in there, and then there's a strange little striker on the bottom there. So I'll spend one of my evenings cutting matches and making myself look like a huge nerd, but I don't care because I think it's really neat. And, you know, I teach kindergarten, so aside from having to watch out for the chain getting grabbed, which it would, I know that that's kind of what I want my classroom to be like. Really full of just little enchanting objects, little you know, pocket watches, and I have a cool elephant tusk hanging on the ceiling. I got it from this company called elephanttusks.com. They had a one-off that was broken. They make them out of fiberglass for casinos and safari restaurants and things like that. So I bought one from them. That's our toothmobile. So when the kid loses a tooth, they get to hang a little cardboard tooth on our toothmobile. We also have a rattlesnake fang and a peccary tooth and a megalodon tooth, all these different animal teeth, so they get to add their name to the toothmobile. Yeah, I like a classroom that has a lot of little enchantments, and I think life should be lived that way. I just think that's a valuable way to live. That's partly why I smoke a pipe, partly why I like pocket watches, partly why I'm wearing a tie when it sometimes feels like a noose. Life can be really interesting, and I think it's neat to make it that way. The t-shirts are comfortable, but they're not interesting, and I think interesting is a good thing. I've enjoyed the comments that people have made. It's been really cool to meet new people and see what they have to say, and I'd love to hear more about what you'd like to see in videos, what makes a video good to you, so that I can provide that and get to know everyone better. Thanks. I hope you have a great Sunday, and look forward to hearing your responses and seeing your videos. Take care. Thank you.